Good evening. How is everybody tonight? Hope everybody had a good day. Everybody had a blessed day. Had a pretty easygoing day today. Pretty laid back, pretty chill day, that's for sure. Which was a blessing. Definite blessing. I've been tired, guys. I've been exhausted. Been tired for some reason. Probably just the stress and the anxiety of the move. I'm not for sure. Um, Probably all the above. But we're getting through it. Um, Thursday's Thursday's D Day. Thursday is moving day for us. We finally got the truck rented, got things going. Um, we're ready, man. We are totally ready. Trust me. To get out of this studio and get into a bigger space. That's for sure. Like tonight's, I like to call tonight hell night for Addie and I because we have meetings that conflict at the same time on Tuesdays. So when I'm in one, starting one, she starts hers that she hosts, and they kind of overlap, and we are literally sitting about what, maybe 6 feet apart, maybe. So it's tough. Like the struggle is real. But we get through it, and next week we will be in our new space. Thank you, Jesus. It'll be nice because we'll be able to separate ourselves and be in different rooms. And man, talk about a blessing of recovery. Good evening, Lacey. Good evening, everybody that's participating in your recovery tonight. I'm glad to see you guys in here. I'm finagling screen still. Man, we've just got stuff everywhere in here. I've got a bigger monitor in here now, and it's ginormous and way too big for the table that I have it on. And I'm waiting on a new table to be delivered. I got my chair today. The next time you guys see me in the new place, I won't be sitting on a bed. I'll actually be in this really cool chair with a I really don't want to use the word vibrator, but I'm going
Lumbar
yeah,
massage.
lumbar massager. It's got a lumbar
Sounds just as
vibrator in it. It
dirty.
sounds just as dirty. But yeah, man, like I'm excited. Like I can't wait to put this thing together. I got it today and it's red and black and it goes with my theme stuff. Like super excited. Enough about me. I picked like a random JFT from July. And it's called social acceptability does not equal recovery. And it's a really cool JFT. I'm going to bring it up here and read it. If you guys want to share in the comments along while I'm sharing, please do. Put some gratitude in the chat. If you're bummed out today, you're having a shitty day, remember, always have that attitude of gratitude. There's always something to be thankful for, guys. No matter what the struggle is, no matter when life shows up, there is always something to be grateful for. Bring this reading up. I got tiny and my name is covering my head, so I am going to make that disappear and poof. Now you can see my beautiful face.
Yay.
Yay. Social acceptability does not equal recovery, guys. It says one of the first things that happens to many of us in recovery is that we start to look better, we get healthier, we start bathing, thank God. We start dressing more appropriately, or we even have clothes. I mean, I can remember a time in my recovery where I was lucky to have, other than the clothes on my back, that literally is all I owned. Um, it says, and without goading of active addiction, many of us finally stop stealing, lying, and hustling. Uh, the chaos of the chase, something that I enjoyed probably more than my DOC. So we started to look normal again, just by removing the drugs. We started to heal, started to get some clarity in our heads. Says looking normal is very different than being normal, than feeling normal. Trust me, mental health, the ability in the eyes of the world is a benefit of recovery, but it's not the same thing as recovery, guys. It's kind of that dry drunk saying that I know many of you guys have heard. Um, you got to walk the walk and talk the talk. You can't do just one or the other. Um, you can dress the turd up, but at the end of the day, you still got a turd if you're not putting in the work, right? Says it's not the same. You got to put in the work. We can enjoy the benefits of recovery, but we can't. It says, but we must take care and nurture their true sources, the inner, the core issues, the mental health struggles that each and every one of us deal with. Mental health and addiction, hand in hand, guys. They go hand in hand. There's a lot more to it than just staying clean. That's just a small part of it. Says lasting recovery isn't found in acceptance from others. Doesn't matter what other people think or say or do. It doesn't matter. That lasting recovery, our personal recovery, my personal recovery, doesn't matter what anyone thinks. It's what matters is me and what I think and what I'm doing for me and my recovery and how I'm handling myself, how I'm working my core issues, my mental health struggles. It says, but in the inner growth sets in motion by the 12 steps. It says, but in the inner growth, when we begin to work the steps, we begin to practice the principles, when we begin to dig deep on those inner core issues, those inner struggles, that inner pain, that hurt that each and every one of us deal with. And some of us may yet have dealt with it all and are still dealing with it. That's why it's so important to share that experience, strength, and hope, to share what's going on with you. If you're having a shitty day, you share about it. If you're having a great day, you share about it. That's why I say that all the time. It's so important. Says I know that looking good isn't enough. Lasting recovery, it's an inside job, guys. That's why it says, that recovery comes way more than just it's way more than just staying clean. It's working on yourself. It's working on those inner demons that we all struggle with. And it's so important to share where you're at, to share what's going on with you. Um, recover out loud. We just talked about a lot of this in the meeting that I just came from that Addie hosted, and uh, we were talking about slogans. And someone had mentioned "Recover Out Loud," and I had mentioned "Pain shared is pain lessened." And when we share that pain, we share those core issues, we share that shit that's eating us up. Um, when life shows up, that pain's lessened, especially when we're sharing it with someone in the rooms, someone in recovery that loves and understands. It's that lived experience that I talk about all the time. That is a very powerful tool in each and every one of our toolboxes, um, to get that feedback, to get that experience, strength, and hope back from other people to love and care about us and understand where we're coming from. I have learned that, some of those deep inner core issues that I've personally struggled with, um, I was making mountains out of molehills. It wasn't really as big as I was projecting the problem to be, or the issue that I was struggling with for a long time. I have found that once I shared them and other members shared back with me and related with what I was going through, I was like, damn, why didn't I share and talk about this years ago? Like I was kind of dumbfounded and I got that sense of relief and that sense of serenity and freedom, um, hope that, I can get through this. I can get through this without using, I can get through this without picking up. Um, it doesn't matter what other people think. Um, Addie made a good point in comments, I'll bring that one up. Other people's opinions, they're none of my business. It doesn't matter. What matters is what I care and how I handle myself, about me personally, myself and my recovery has to come first. Being positive is a choice. And I share this all the time. Addie and I are firm believers of this. Each and every one of us have a choice daily, day in and day out, whether to sit in our shit and beat ourselves up or get into the solution and figure out what's going on, put in the work. It's a choice daily, guys. There's those opportunities that presented to each and every one of us daily. And I'm extremely grateful today that I am not blinded to those opportunities like I was when I was using. My eyes are open, my ears are open. I can hear, I can see today. Um, I can get into the solution a lot quicker. My first thought isn't to mask the pain with my drug of choice. And I'm grateful for that, man. I'm really grateful for that. That's a lot of growth for this addict. Um, because I can focus on the solution today and not the mess a lot easier and a lot more clearly than what I could 19 months ago, almost 19 months ago. I'm 2 days short. So I can't say 19 months yet. Thursday it will be, by the grace of God. But I'm grateful for all this, guys. I'm grateful that the blessings keep coming. I'm grateful for the opportunities. I'm grateful that I'm not homeless today and that I have more than one pair of clothes that I can put on my back and that I have this bed. As much as I bitch about this studio apartment, I'm extremely grateful that this studio apartment was here and that opportunity was given, was blessed to Addie and I. Um, you know, it's just time to move on, and being able to have that opportunity and blessing in our lives today. There's a lot of gratitude from both of us, trust me. Hope you guys have a good evening. I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. If you haven't already, please share the stream, like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube. Even though that channel's kind of dead, but that's cool. It's YouTube, and I'm not paying for all their algorithm crap. I continue to post my stuff on there because I love sharing my experience, strength, and hope. And that's what's important. It's not about the numbers. It's not about the followers. It's about the message and getting it out there because you just never know who may need to hear it, guys. You never know whose lives we may save or affect, or hopefully affect positively and change their outlook. It may get them through another day, it may get them through another second. You just never know. I hope each and every one of you guys have a good evening. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, I will try my hardest to continue to bring live streams this week. It's going to be hit and miss. I'm not going to lie, especially starting Thursday. Tomorrow may be the last stream until probably Sunday, depending on how quick we can get things moved in and set up. You guys understand. I don't have to keep explaining myself. Blessings of recovery. I'll still be posting on the web page. Um, yeah, Addie wants me to bring up the Q&A again. Once we get set up, we're gonna do a Q&A with Addie and Joe. Be thinking of some questions you guys may want to ask Addie and I. Um, it doesn't matter what you ask us, we will answer it. Um, it can be personal, it can be professional, it can be recovery related. You both know I have a crazy sense of humor, and Addie's is just as dark and crazy as mine. There's nothing that can be asked that will offend us. Trust me. Um, and I'm not one to say keep it PG because I like the rated R for recovery. So if you throw something crazy and off the wall, go for it. We're completely cool with it, but I would honestly like to keep it recovery um, focused as much as possible. But occasionally you'll get a jokester in there that'll want to throw something crazy at us, and that's fine. I'll roll with it. But yeah, Q&A with Addie and I, and we're trying to maybe set something up if she's up to it to maybe share a little bit of her story. Not necessarily a full story, but what Al-Anon has done for her and how it's changed her life, um, and what a blessing it's been for her today and her personal recovery. For those that are from the Naranon or the Al-Anon side or the family of addicts side, this one's going to be for you guys. Again, this is an open format. I try to get people in here from all walks of life, all different forms of recovery. We're one big happy family here, guys. Each and every one of you guys are welcome, and that's the way it should be, and that's the way it's always going to be. At Dayton Strong Recovery 101. Period. I don't care if you're an atheist. I don't care if you're a believer of God. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you're doing for you and your recovery today, and what you're doing to stay clean another day. That's what's important to me, guys. I love each and every one of you guys. I hope you guys all have a blessed evening. We will talk to you guys later. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you.